what to do that. Hey, welcome to Bourbon and Badges, the podcast. Rodnator here with some of our regulars, Hound Dog and Slow Ride, but there's a new face on the screen.
It's not Doby Dawg.
Hound Dog, did you take somebody home with you? What happened? Something followed you home?
I found this dude hitchhiking, and he looked like he needed a good warm place to stay.
You know, people think, hey, Doby Dawg shaved.
Yeah, Doby Dawg's lost some weight. He shaved.
But that dude on your screen that's not the regular guys is old Jake Thomas. I work with Jake at Ocean Isle Beach, and he's a good dude, and he's asked him to be on a podcast, and here he is.
Yeah, welcome aboard, Jake. We appreciate you being here, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'd like to have new faces. Heck yeah, man. So this is season 6. Looking at episode, is it 30, guys?
30, man. Good.
Talking to my Latino crowd, Treinta. All right.
Look at you, man. Look at the captain coming out there.
Hey, que pasa, amigo, right? Yeah, so we're rolling right along, guys. Episode 30, man. Wow, we haven't even taken a break. We're still rolling.
Yeah, we're going to right around Christmas, New Year, I think. Take a week off, maybe.
Yeah.
Give ourselves a break.
Yeah, just a couple weeks.
Give
our listeners a break, you mean?
Give us some background, man, on Jake.
Well, like I said, I worked with Jake's a police officer there at Ocean Isle Beach, and I work up, the beach patrol there. So we got to know each other through that, and
a fellow turtle lover.
Don't leave them. Yes, we are absolutely.
Say it, Hound Dog. You like you don't have the turtles. I love those damn turtle people, sons of bitches.
I love turtles. I really do. Turtles are cool. When they're just born, they're small. They fit in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
Hey, 300 or 400 when they're small, they're easy to punt, right?
God. Sorry, Drake. You're going to get fired after this. So am I.
Yeah, you can skip them like a rock across the water.
That's enough. We're done. we're
so, I do have a question for Hound Dog for you.
The turtle mafia will be on you. The turtle mafia will be on you, so you better watch your ass. Yeah.
Is there anybody on your department that's actually born and raised at the beach?
Not at the beach, but I think the closest probably around like Columbus County area, somewhere around there, but not actually at Ocean Isle.
Yeah. Gotcha. All transplants like me, Yankees.
Some of them.
Hey, one of the guys there is
very enthusiastic about that either. That's some.
Yeah, no.
Hey, one of the guys there is a Gaston County boy.
Oh yeah,
isn't that funny?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, speaking of Gaston County, what are you guys drinking?
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's everybody got?
Oh, man. Okay. You guys pulling out the big things.
Buffalo Trace for me, for people just listening.
Yeah. McKenna 10 year for me, bottled and bond.
I've got Old Elk.
Old Elk. Nice.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing? You got a little, got it on the rocks there, a little ice in there? What is it?
I do. Just a little bit.
Yeah, he hadn't learned to drink like a man.
Yeah,
yet.
we cater to women too. So there's no problem. We have women listening.
Invite him on the show and insult the fuck out of him. We're rolling right along, folks. He'll be back.
Guys, Jake, I got something new for the show I'm drinking tonight, and the guys are not going to believe it.
Oh, shit. Real smoked maple. Smoked maple.
Yep, too thick in the bottle.
Not that I'm sponsored by them or anything. But.
Holy shit, man.
God, subliminal messages.
Well, good deal.
Yeah.
So
Jake,
man.
So Jake, how long have you worked at Ocean Isle?
I've worked here going on, I think, about 2 years now.
Oh, really? So you came on about the same time I did?
Yes.
That's cool.
I started back there, and then previously worked at Garner PD for about 4 years. That's where I grew up.
Where's that at?
Right outside of Raleigh.
Oh, cool.
For those who don't live in North Carolina. And then prior to that, I worked in Harnett County Sheriff's Office for 3 years, which, if anyone knows where Dunn is in North Carolina, Dunn's in Harnett County near Campbell University.
Okay. So you've got around a little bit. That's cool.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So what drug you down to the coast? I mean, the obvious, I know the beach and stuff, but is it just you, the wife, all beach people, or?
Yeah, me and the wife were talking, and we eventually wanted to retire at the beach. And then a friend that my mom used to work with at the SBI called her, and they were hiring at the time, and I was looking to get out of Garner PD, and it was a cold call, and they just said, "Hey, we're hiring." Came down here, took a pay raise, and moved to the beach. So
Oh,
there you go.
yeah. Well, good
kind of
deal.
hard to beat that.
Can't beat that. Yeah.
Well, other than knowing Hound Dog, so
Yeah,
there's a
unfortunately,
downside
I
to
know him
everything.
now.
You got to feel better about yourself, though, right?
You gotta weigh it out, pal. You gotta weigh it out. Yeah.
Hey, and I tell you, if you want to find a fast track of getting to the show is, you got to do like Jake did. Jake posted, sent Hound Dog a picture of him listening to our podcast in the squad car. That made it onto our Facebook page.
Well, I think my reply was like, "Man, you must be bored to damn death."
Yeah, I think we had one listener that week, so we appreciate it, Jake.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
so where did you start your career? Which department?
I started at Harnett County Sheriff's Office, and
Is that the one, went through the academy there and stuff? Is that where you started everything?
I went through BLET at Johnston Community College in Johnson County, right outside of Wake. But before that, I was in the Marine Corps for 5 years, right out of high school.
Okay.
So then I played EMT for a little bit. After the Marine Corps, didn't like it, and most of my family were in law enforcement.
Right.
And they just kind of fell into it naturally. And
What'd you do in the Marine Corps?
it's called Crash Fire Rescue, so I was pretty much a fireman, but we were
really?
more based toward aircraft. We trained on aircraft more, dealt with those.
You thought maybe you'd become a fireman when you got out of the Marines, but you weren't.
I tried, and
You're too
you'd
smart.
be surprised.
You scored too high on
It
this.
it is super hard to get on with the fire department anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I would apply, and then like the chief's nephew would apply, and he'd be brand new, and of course they just give it to him.
Right.
I tell you, Jake, you and I, we have that in common. I started out as an EMT, got hired with medic, and like you, befriended a lot of police officers and stuff through that, and decided, man, I'd rather be a cop. I think here, listen to all their stories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah,
So
that's
did you just have to go through one BLET for all these different departments you were with, or did you have to update with some?
No, you just went through the one. Sheriff's office picked me up, worked there. Worked there for about 3 years, then eventually went to Garner where I wanted to go because that's where I grew up. So eventually got on there when they opened another hiring process.
Yeah, because I telling these guys, I started with the sheriff's department here in Mecklenburg County, and then when I lateraled over and I became a deputy sheriff, so I went through BLET. Half the damn instructors was at the Charlotte Police Academy, and then when I lateraled over to Charlotte, they made me go through the damn academy again.
Oh,
The
that's
same
it.
one I went through, which was
really?
fine. I was 24 years old, and I was a stud then. I could run. It wasn't no big deal. I already been
And
through
the book work was good because you already done it. You knew what was
I
coming
already
up.
did
you know?
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was just such a waste of money. It's just a waste of time. They could have just put me straight to the street. But yeah, so that's why I was wondering if you had to go through multiple academies or not for some
No,
departments
just one and done.
snotty like that, like Charlotte. Yeah, well, that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. So, so you started out there. Were you always an officer? Did you get any rank anywhere? Have you done anything or any kind of specialized units?
No, we just day one, just street cop.
Street cop. Hey, that's okay.
Hey,
That's okay.
he is a specialized officer right now, as of this week.
Here we go.
Well, let's hear it.
Oh, my buddy Jake has gone through. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jake. Swift water rescue training.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Yeah,
why would you
so
want to
we-
rescue Swift Water?
So, obviously, living at the beach, we are working right here next to the ocean, and so sometimes the storm gets bad and the ocean comes onto the beach or pretty far inland. And with everything that happened in the mountains, with all the water stuff up there, our higher ups were talking and figured it'd probably be a good idea for some of us to get certified in water rescue.
sure.
Because sometimes we'll respond with the fire department, and we've got, and Reggie can tell you, we'll have a lot of water rescues during the summertime
We do.
with all the people coming.
Well, rip currents, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Just,
Oh yeah,
just-
they're a
simple.
bitch this past year.
you gotta
Yeah,
learn how to navigate that shit.
One girl passed away last year. I don't know if Reggie was working. She got caught in
I
a rip
would-
current.
Yeah, I wasn't working. That's my day off.
I think she was from Winston-Salem. I think she was 16.
Oh man.
Yeah. But they
Yeah,
they sent us up to Fayetteville Tech University, the good old Fayetteville, and
Fat Knob.
oh yeah, So we stayed up there for a week, and they
funny.
built some state-of-the-art facility there at Fayetteville Tech, where they have pretty much a large indoor pool, and they can turn the lights off in there. The pool's heated. They can control the current in there. They'll dump cars in there, and you learn how to pull people out of it.
Oh, that's
wow.
cool.
So they
was
sent me and
Pretty
another officer
extensive
up there.
class, yeah.
It was.
All
A lot
right,
of
Jake,
good
you sound
information.
smart. So how do we talk you into getting on this show?
I think Reggie just bribed me.
Yeah. That sounds like fun, though. That sounds like a fun class, though.
I'll get you some Daniel
It was.
Boone whiskey.
All right, Jake, I got this cream-filled donut. If you be on the show,
Yeah, it makes sense,
tell you-
too, because you're on the beach, for God's sakes. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, water's, everywhere when you're working.
Well, we get a lot of
Yeah.
we got a lot of people driving through the water too because they want to. Reggie will tell you they're nosy around here, and they'll drive all through it just to sightsee, even during a hurricane, and then it turns into a mess.
well, people stupid, aren't they?
Yes.
They are.
People stupid.
Well, we all know that
tell you-
between our 120 years of policing.
I tell
Well,
you,
nothing's
Jake,
changed.
while Jake was in the school, he would send me a occasional video of what was going on in school or still shots. Man, that was freaking amazing. In that damn big ass pool, seeing a car in it and running water, rushing right by it. That was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, this
Oh, yeah?
everything's high tech now, man.
Oh yeah, they had to work. They could set the speed of the water. I think they bumped it up to 27 miles an hour, which doesn't sound a lot, but when you got in it, it'd move you.
Yeah.
See, we don't have that technology here in the mountain, Jake. 'Cause they'll be like, okay, Jake, you hold this rope. Okay, push me in the water.
Well, I'm surprised they have the
That'd be it.
technology in Fayetteville of all places.
Yeah.
27's fast. When you think of the fastest humans, like 15 miles an hour or what, 18, 27 miles per hour water just constantly coming at you. Forget about that. Wow.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
to
I'm
the
sure you-
specialized unit thing, we're now looking at maybe starting something with conjunction with the fire department for emergency response during storms. So we're probably going to send maybe 2 more officers to something similar to that, and then have 4 or 5 guys certified on that.
So you're in on the ground level.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah.
It'd be good to have a team of you guys. Seriously, to go out and because I'm sure, you don't swift water rescue with one guy. You have a team, right?
Yeah, you got
You need
more.
a
The
few-
more,
you
the
need a few
better.
fellas. Exactly.
Well, I tell you, just being a trout fisherman trying to cross some of these streams, the water's knee deep, and man, it almost knock you down. I can imagine, the volume of water doing that to you.
Yeah.
Do you have like equipment now that you're going to start carrying with you when you're on patrol, or when you're doing? your thing?
We're starting to look into that. We'll probably get probably dry suits is probably the first thing, because they would tell us that all the contaminants in the water will make you super sick. And some of the firemen here, we had a storm. What was it, Reggie? Probably a couple months ago.
Oh, the storm that flooded every damn thing.
Yeah, and it washed away part of 17.
Yep.
So yeah, some of the firemen got into that, and they couldn't get out of bed the next day because they were in that water getting wet, and just
And define a dry suit for us, for our listeners.
So a dry suit is it's like a wetsuit if you see a surfer, but it just keeps you dry. A wetsuit you'll still get wet, but a dry suit is what it sounds like. It's just a whole suit you step into, you zip up, and it keeps you completely dry. I think the only thing exposed is like your head and neck area.
So when you get out of the suit, you're dry. There's nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah,
That's
that makes sense.
now
the water's nasty. Water's nasty.
Oh yeah. There is a. I don't know if it's a ban or not, but I'm supposed to eat the fish up here right now because all the chemicals after the storm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So good thing next year when we're out there on the beach there, Jake. Whenever I see Jake running with the buoy on his arm like this,
David Hasselhoff.
into the
David
water,
Hasselhoff.
I'll be sure
Do you have a hairy chest, Jake?
I'll be sure to video it for everybody.
Oh my God. I'm old enough to remember David Hasselhoff in Knight Rider.
Oh,
With
me
Kit,
too.
the car. Yeah. Next thing you know, he's got a buoy on the beach running.
Kid, come pick me up.
You hear the music? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys either drinking too much or not enough. I ain't sure which one yet.
Probably you're not drinking enough.
Yeah.
I literally dropped David Hasselhoff's name on the podcast.
you did.
We lost listeners.
Or Or you just picked up a whole gay community, one of the two.
Hey, LGBTQ,
Hey.
come on, listen
yeah,
up.
man, come on,
we need
we got room
subscribers.
for you.
We,
Yeah.
we don't discriminate.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I do want to switch gears just for a second because a pre-podcast meeting we always have. There's a pre-podcast story about why we're going to call Jake the Snake.
I want to hear this. I don't think I heard this. Was I in on this?
I don't know. You may have came in a little late
I think.
on the meeting.
But you've heard the story before, Rod. I know you have because I talked to you about it.
And I know Jake the Snake, the original wrestler. So I used to be a wrestling fan. Okay, so go ahead. Let's hear this.
All right, so I guess back during the summer, I guess at some point, Jake, you used to tell me about you had some sake with a snake in it.
A real snake.
A real snake. And I said,
Now, sake the drink.
is a Chinese wine. Japanese wine. Japanese wine. And it had a snake in it. A venomous snake at that.
Wait, you showed us a. Did you show us a picture?
I did. I showed
I
a picture
remember that was on one of the
time.
podcasts.
Yes,
I said, "What the hell? It looked like a little predator or something in there, like a little amoeba or some shit." Like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh God!"
So that was Jake, and I said, when he told me it was venomous, I think I'm saying that right. I've had some bourbon tonight, but anyway,
Close enough. Poisonous.
We've had enough bourbon to
Poisonous.
understand you, so go ahead.
Poisonous. Yeah.
but I asked him, said, "Does that not like screw up your damn insides?" He said, "It makes me a little numb, my mouth a little numb." It's fucking killing you, Jake. Anyway, I'll let Jake tell you a little.
Yeah, that's
bit more
called a
about
clue there, Jake.
So, like Reggie was saying, it's sake. It's Japanese wine, and I was stationed in Okinawa for my first duty station when I got out of training for the Marine Corps around 2011 or 12-ish. Stayed over there for about 3 years. So there's a snake on Okinawa. It is considered a viper, and it's called a habu viper, is the name for it. The locals will take the snake, and they actually grow and farm these in from what I'm understanding, is a factory, and they will put it in the wine. Now,
is it alive when they put it in the wine?
I've heard it is sometimes, and I've heard different stories. I've never seen them actually put it in there.
Okay.
I've just seen the finished product.
No shit.
So they'll put it in there, and then they'll sell it. And the one I showed Reggie is the smallest bottle they make. And back in 2012, it was the cheapest one. It's probably going for about $120 American.
Yeah.
Now they'll make. They've even got the big one, like it's a huge jar, and they'll put 2 6-foot snakes in there. And you can get those for $1,000+ something crazy.
See, I don't get it. They're all sitting around drinking. Man, this is good, but you know what make it better?
Let's put a snake in it.
Maybe a snake. Snake would make it a lot better.
Now, and they sell
snake
it.
would make it even
They
better.
sell it in bars there too. Now they won't have the snake in your shot glass, but it'll still have same taste, same everything.
So what brings it to mind to me is the Mexican drink. Is it mezcal with the worm?
Oh, yeah.
No, tequila. What is the thing with the
It's
worm?
a tequila.
Yeah,
It's a tequila with the worm.
Same
premise,
concept,
right?
pretty much. Yeah.
But after you drink the tequila, you're supposed to eat the fucking worm, right?
Yeah.
They do.
supposed to-
They do eat it actually.
The snake. They eat the snake too.
Yeah, and now they have instructions like on the back of the box where I think they'll boil it or however they do it.
So you don't just take it straight from the bottle. You gotta.
No, I mean you can if you want to. I guess I don't know how that's going to work.
Well, Jake, I don't mind telling you.
You're already
Bill,
drinking a bottle with a poisonous snake in it. I mean, I don't know how is this gonna work.
I don't mind telling you, Jake. If you ever invite me over to your house, I'm bringing my own bottle.
Okay. Maybe Reggie will try it one day.
I doubt it. Nope, not happening.
But those snakes we've actually seen them in the wild, and we did some airfield operations one time, kind of in the rural parts of Okinawa, and we were talking to some of the locals, and they said that those snakes will actually chase you. We never got chased by one, but when they get big enough, they'll sit and trees and they'll start eating birds. So they get
Really?
sizable. And I've got a picture. I'll send to Reggie of one we hit with a lawnmower. It was probably 6-ish feet,
Holy
Really?
shit.
Okay.
something like that. Yeah.
And they're just straight venomous snake. They're not a constrictor. So when they
No,
just
it's
bite
a
it, they kill it with their poison and then eat
yeah.
it.
It's considered what they consider a viper. So
Viper,
it,
okay.
yeah, it bites and
They have,
Wow.
even though they're in a fucking jug,
Yep.
Yeah.
bottle, they still have poison in them.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
freaking crazy for drinking that shit, Jake. Ain't no
so
way in hell.
somehow they mix it. I don't know how, but you feel a little numb, like your face.
Yeah.
Of course, it's
like-
fucking killing you.
It's temporary.
Yeah, I'll take that back, Jake. You do belong to this podcast.
That's wild.
That is wild. And I tell you what, I'll be man enough to say it. I had nightmares after I saw that damn snake in that bottle.
Did you-
I don't like snakes
yeah.
at all, any kind.
If I remember, it didn't look very good. Like it didn't look very
didn't-
good.
No, it's
Did it
doesn't
not make
look
you
nice.
want to just grab that bottle up and start chugging?
It doesn't make me want to drink anything out of it. Yeah. I looked at it. I was like, wow. And I'm pretty much a whatever drinker. You know, like I don't care. But that looked a little bit questionable, man. I'd hesitate on that bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Definitely.
And imagine if they put that in there alive, and the snake's alive, and whatever drowns in that whatever. Just think, what if it releases its bowels or something? You know what I'm saying? Because it's about to die, and then you're drinking like shit too, poop, your snake poop and venom. You know, let's go. I don't know. So I guess it's got to be dead when they put it in there, because it's not.
probably
I mean, you know,
Well,
'cause there's bodily reactions when you're dying. You know
right.
what I'm saying? At least I saw that over 30 years of policing. There's bodily reactions when you're dying.
Usually in the backseat of a patrol car.
Oh man,
man.
that's crazy.
That is
Hey,
crazy.
speaking of shocking things, you guys gonna like the segue.
Oh, here we
Dog's
go.
got-
you
Hound
love
Dog's got-
segueing. You love
Hound
segueing.
Dog has some podcast news.
Oh, shit, let me pull it back up. Hold on.
Man, you should have been keyed up, ready to go.
I'm ready, man. All right, so we would like to welcome the following cities and towns to on our listening side of our podcast. Revere, Massachusetts. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Waterton, Connecticut. Thank you for joining us. Jacksonville, Florida.
There you go.
Bring it on, Jacksonville. Maybe have Rod Nader might be your neighbor someday.
Oh yeah, good stories down there.
Virginia Beach, Virginia. We are, according to on our listening side, 49 countries worldwide. Makes sense. To me, it makes sense.
America doesn't have a chance with us out there leading the world.
Oh, see, I can hear it now. Oh, here's a drink on a snake. A drink on a snake.
America be easy to invade. They're such idiots.
Well, 49 countries, 1,268 different cities. Listen to the podcast. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, like 700
that's awesome.
major cities. You know, on the listening side,
Yeah.
we're pretty big stuff.
And I can sit here and read you the, oh, you know what? The top 5 countries that listen to us. You ready?
I hope the United States one of them.
They're up there. United States, Germany's number 2, Ireland's number 3, Singapore, and the United Kingdom. Top 5
Wow.
countries.
Okay.
What do you think that is? You think it's it's military bases? Maybe I don't know.
Boy, they must be like Jake working third shift at Ocean Isle, bored as hell.
Drinking snake sake.
Yeah,
That's
I never
funny.
know. Man,
That's crazy.
I thought Ralph was stupid. Come listen to these guys. Yeah,
That's wild. I
Hey
didn't
Jake,
know we
we're tell everybody we're like kind of like Walmart at midnight. Once you
Yeah.
go there, once you listen to us,
Yeah.
you feel so much better about yourself.
You do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But anyway, welcome to those different towns and cities that's coming to listen to us. So we appreciate you, man.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy good, man. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Yeah, we're Buzzsprout's our host on the listening side, and we're on every listening platform out there. But I guess if you're listening to us, you already know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild. That's wild. All right. Well, anyway, Jake, so what else is going on, brother? So, first the Marine Corps, then you started out in Did you say Gardner? No, that was where you ended up, right? Turtle City.
Played EMT for like a year, if you want to count that.
Now, did you train for that too? You had to go do some training for that too, right? You have some medical background?
So when I was getting out of the Marine Corps, I went to, I was right there. I ended my time in Camp Lejeune, my last 2 years. So I went to, it was Craven Community College outside of New Bern, North Carolina.
Right.
For my EMT basic, because you had to get that to be a fireman really anywhere. So I went for that, got that while I was still in the military, and then got out and started playing EMT for a year.
Oh, okay.
Try to get on with any fire department. Didn't work out. Went the law enforcement route to the sheriff's office.
So you got some good certifications for this. Also goes hand in hand with the swift water rescue. Pull somebody out, you can go straight to town.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some CPR and some rescue stuff. That's awesome. Yeah.
Not bad. We had a good time.
Sweet. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, when he was doing that swift water thing, I said, "Are you having fun?" He said, "Oh hell yeah."
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Aside from
training is fun, right?
staying in Fayetteville, but other than that, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, the pool's heated, right?
Yeah, it was actually, thankfully.
But it's warm.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
And now you guys work together on the same shift, or are you in the same, just both together?
The guy that went with me.
No, I'm talking you and Reggie. Do you guys work together now?
Just whenever he's
I call Jake when I need backup.
like he did last year. Yeah.
I did last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
That sons of bitches got out of control. Them turtle people overwhelmed you.
Yeah, this one guy, I could not reason with him at all, and so I called Jake up on the phone and said, "Hey, you close to?" Man, I was on the other side of the island from where he was at.
All right.
And he called his partner at the time and told me like, "Hey, you want to go get in a fight on the beach or some shit like that?" So he came out there, and once the real police got out there, the guy kind of calmed down a little bit and conformed to what I originally told him to do.
Now, do you guys have arrest powers out there?
Hell no.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, hound dogs, you're not sworn, right? Now, Jake, you're sworn.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So there's a difference here. I didn't catch the difference. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jake's still sworn. I got you. I got you. Well, that's cool.
I'm just out for the ride. I'm just out.
I can hear.
I'm the greeter.
I can hear hound dog now. Jake, I can't get this SOB to agree with me whatsoever. Crazy SOB. Do you mind come by and talk to the chief?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if Reggie told you, but he recently applied back at Gastonia PD.
Oh, no, he did not. Jake is full of shit.
glutton for punishment.
All right, so Jake sees us down, or I tell him, or he sees it to where Gastonia's got a $16,000 sign-on bonus or something.
Yeah,
like
something
that.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Jake, I'm sorry, go ahead. Let me cut you off, hound dog.
He calls me or texts me and says, "Hey, I need your last four for your social because you're getting ready to apply back at Gastonia." And my response was, "Fuck you, no, I'm not."
Well, Jake, you may not know it, but hound dog was the only officer had his own office off the main police department.
You got to keep away from him.
He's actually always downtown on Main Avenue, and once an hour, one of the guys would go by and dust him off.
True.
Dust them off.
Shake me and wake me up.
Yeah. Not the dust and cobwebs off of him.
Yeah. Very true. True
All
story.
right, man. Any current news going on? We going to touch bases on?
Yeah, I want to touch base with. I'd like to mention Daniel Perry, guys. You hear about that acquittal?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sure did, man.
Man.
What a
Rightfully
good
so.
job, dude.
We were talking about.
Should have been charged to start with.
No.
That's exactly right. He's a hero. And you guys won't say it, but I'll say it was all racially motivated. If the subway guy would have been white on white, would have been nothing. Black on black, nothing. But
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were some black guys that helped him hold that guy down. We're not
exactly
charged.
right.
Yes.
And they testified. All these, it should have never been brought. And I don't know why it took the jury 2-3 days. How many days to decide he wasn't guilty of manslaughter? You know, before they had to drop that charge and everything. But at the end of the day, he went through hell, though. But came out the other side. And he seems like a really good dude. He seems like a nice dude.
And he goes to the Army Navy game.
Trump invited him to the Army-Navy game. He sat up in the box with Trump.
Hey,
Two felons just
us fellas
chilling.
need to hang out together.
Two guys riding on the line of that good and evil, Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the NFL. Half those guys are felons. So.
True.
Yeah, it's all one big party up there, Everybody's questionable. So yeah, I was happy to see that. And then
he
of
still got
course,
the civil suit against him.
yeah, the mom and dad. You know what's funny about that too? They kicked that kid out. When I say the kid, Neely, that's the guy who was acting a fool and got choked out. Didn't choke. He actually died of a drug overdose, guys. So let's get real. He didn't die on the train. They took him to the hospital after they got off the next stop. The police took him into custody, put him in an ambulance. He went to the hospital, and he died later at the hospital, which is always an indication to me, just like George Floyd. He died.
I was going to say, it
of
sounds
drug
like
overdose.
George Floyd, doesn't it?
Period. We saw the autopsy on him, the real one, not the fake one. We saw the real one. Fentanyl and all that. That's what kills
we
you guys.
picked that autopsy report apart on the podcast.
We did. Oh yeah, we did. We actually had a copy of it.
Yep.
But but yeah, his parents are suing now, and we mentioned this on the last one too. At least I did.
Yeah, the parents of the dead guy, right?
The parents
of the dead guy.
Neely, yeah, the
the
parents
dead
of
scumbag.
Neely. Yep.
The dead
They're
guy
suing
can't
Debbie
sue.
Perry.
He's dead.
No, but he said
but
the
they-
parents sued. I know about the parents of
The parents are suing Daniel Perry. Yeah.
Okay.
Penny.
Penny.
Yeah, and so, but the irony is, they kicked the son out of the house. They couldn't deal with him. They haven't had anything to do with him for the longest time. And my point for bringing this up is, I told you guys, now back in the day, the guys in the neighborhoods used to call it the ghetto lottery. Have you ever heard of that term?
Yep.
It's when you have a crazy uncle or a crazy aunt. You have nothing to do with them, but they're batshit crazy. And if they encounter the cops and something happens to them, everybody comes around and sues on their behalf because you're family.
Yep.
And they're hoping to get a payday. And I hate to say it, but that's what
what it
happens
is.
if you notice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So that's a shame. He had 43 arrests in his history, and he was threatening people on the train, black, white, Latino, and everybody on the train came. 15 damn witnesses came and said, he saved our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And like you said,
And you have the right to
Sloan,
do that. Protect yourself a third person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he choked him out. He's dead. He was holding him, like just like this. And when he would squirm a little bit, he put a little pressure, and then
Then
let
he'll
off.
ease off, and he'll
Right,
come back
exactly.
around.
Well,
and
it's
he-
kind of like this,
while
man.
the other guy was
You got to be
holding
responsible for
his
your
arms
own
down.
actions. If I jumped on you, Rod Nader, and you
I
beat
can
me
see
up,
that.
whose fault's that?
Exactly right. You're the aggressor.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Jake, about 30 minutes after this podcast release, you'll probably hear this.
FBI, open up!
You probably hear that.
There's always that possibility. When you
never
come
know.
on this show, you run that risk. I thought we read that to you at the pre-podcast.
Yeah, it's in your release form.
Yeah. But and then the other big story, of course, was a couple. But how about this Luigi guy? Anybody want to comment on him?
Oh man.
The guy who shot the CEO of the drug, health.
Watching everything, is he not batshit crazy, though? Good.
I don't know what's wrong with him. You see that? They say he's got screws in his back. Did you see those X-rays?
No, I didn't see the X-ray.
He has a back surgery, and he posted an X-ray of his spine, and there's screws going into his spine, and they think maybe he's pissed because that medical procedure, something happened with it, and maybe an insurance company didn't cover him or something. But then they find out he comes from this really wealthy Italian family, and they got him some hotshot lawyer now in New York, and he's going to stop fighting extradition, and he's going to go fight it like he didn't do it, even though they have the gun, the bullets, the casings, the match. They have his little manifesto letter bullshit he had with him. So I don't know how they're going to get him off, but the thing that's driving me crazy is all these women wanting to think he's cute and all this, and writing him letters. And
Oh, my
I mean,
God.
That happens to death row inmates.
It does,
they're
all the
free,
time.
Yeah, they're saying free Luigi, like they say we understand why he did it because insurance
Luigi,
companies are.
free
It's
Luigi.
like what? Yeah, it's like the guy on Mario Brothers. Boop, 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 boop. You remember the video game we used to play? Are you old enough? Did you guys play
Jake's
that
not
shit?
old enough for that.
Jake's not old enough. Mario Brothers. Guy's name was Luigi, right? I think
Yeah,
or
it
something
was.
Like
It
that.
was,
There was
yeah.
a Luigi in there.
Yeah, Luigi and Mario.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know what happened to him because everybody said he was a valedictorian of his class. He was an Ivy League graduate in an Ivy League school, rich family, had the world by the balls. And
But you know what? His very last meal as a free man was a McDonald's hash brown.
It was still in the wrapper.
Still in the wrapper.
Still in the wrapper.
So it has to be warm.
like
The
this.
wrapper had to still be warm.
It was that oh shit
yeah.
moment. He's like this with his hood up. Oh my God, that's so funny. And
They probably thought he was the Hamburglar.
Yeah, really. So the McDonald's where he got caught is getting bad reviews, Yelp reviews. Who does a Yelp review on a McDonald's? It's fucking McDonald's. Like
Who looks at Yelp reviews?
exactly right for
Oh,
McDonald's. But
people look at them. I got a story for that at a later time, but people do
yeah,
look at them.
they're ripping the McDonald's where he got arrested. They're threatening the person who called and gave the tip. Right on down the line. Like they don't want this guy to go to jail for murdering a guy, shooting a guy in the back walking down the street.
Premeditated murder.
Oh, yeah.
My God, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What was that one meme about Burger King? We don't tell or something like that. We don't rat.
Yeah, that should be Burger King's new motto.
Yeah.
Fuck McDonald's, come here. We don't rat. We won't dime you out.
But you know what?
You can eat in peace. Eating peace.
Yeah.
Burger King.
He made that firearm by 3D printed out on a 3D printer.
Yep, that's
So-
why it was untraceable. Ghost gun. Yeah.
So why not use it and throw it down beside the body?
Yep.
They can't trace it back to you.
You got it on you when he finds you.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
But
when
this-
he ran it, do you remember he took his ride into Central Park? He could have threw it in the damn lake in there or something.
Hey,
You know, whatever.
tie-in
Just got
story
rid of
here. Would you ever be called in to do that, Jake, as a swift water rescue to dive for like guns and stuff?
No, that's a whole nother.
Totally different.
Yours is
Yeah,
total life saving, right? Yours is totally
Yeah.
life saving only.
just mostly on top of the water stuff.
Top of water stuff.
that falls into the diver realm.
Yeah, makes
I'm
sense.
not certified.
Right, I got you. I got you. Yeah, but I don't understand this. Luigi, it was crazy, and so they're trying to extradite him. He's trying to fight it, but now he's got a hotshot lawyer waiting for him. So he should be back in New York, and that circus should start soon. So I don't know. He's not getting out of jail. I don't think. I think he's got no bail, right? Does anybody know?
Yeah.
I'm sure he
I know he
does.
has no bail right now, but I'm
I
not.
don't think he does.
Premeditated murder.
For sure, old Alvin Bragg up there will probably just dismiss the charge when they charge him. Because he's such
you
a piece of
imagine?
shit like that.
You would think, right? But he is white, so probably not. You know. So there's that.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, so those two cases. I mean, it's just crazy what's going on these days, guys, with this stuff, man. It's like, and they were talking about him like, remember, he was a hired professional hitman.
Yeah.
He's no hitman. He's just some little. He's some
But yeah,
pissed
think
off
about
little
what
rich
the
guy.
first look at the first pictures came out. It kind of had that look to it.
It did have a look. It did have that Hitman
Yeah.
look to it.
Yeah.
It reminded me of
did.
the Unibomber, you know, with the hood up, you know, and
Ted Kaczynski.
Ted Kaczynski,
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, they found some literature where Luigi. So what happened was he was part of a book club. This is this guy, like a book club kid, is now an assassin. I mean, who
You lost all three of us. You said butt club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
he
that?
They interviewed a guy on TV, his friend, who calls him his good friend still to this day. And he says, the guy that you guys are talking about on TV is not the guy that I know. You know, he said it a bunch of times. But he said they had a book club, and the guy who was talking said, I actually thought it would be fun to go ahead and read Ted Kaczynski's book, the Unabomber book, to see his agenda and his letters. It'd be kind of cool because he pulled one over for what? How many years before he was caught? Like
Oh,
10,
long damn time.
10, 15 years?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a long time before they figured it out.
His brother ratted him out.
Yeah, yeah, right. And
Yeah,
so
his brother ratted him out.
his brother did. And then they found this Ted Kaczynski stuff, literature with Luigi. And so they were trying to put something together there, like maybe he thought he was, he idolized him or something. I don't know. But just weird shit, man. Had the world by the balls, could have done anything. Smart kid. Valedictorian in his Ivy League school. That's pretty,
Oh, yeah.
that's smart, you know?
Yeah.
Making a ghost gun on 3D. I mean, that's all pretty, I don't know. Now, he's not a very good criminal, of course, because he left dropped a cell phone at the scene, shell casings. I mean, he left his backpack in Central Park where he ran into. I mean, he did a lot of.
Well, he didn't contemplate all these cameras everywhere, thinking nobody ever
should've.
found that. No one ever
New York
found that
City's-
backpack.
New
Yeah,
York City's one of the most camera-ridden. I mean, there's thousands of cameras everywhere.
Oh yeah,
You
they had them
can't do
coming and
shit
going in all
here.
different directions.
Well, when he was partnering with the clerk at the coffee shop,
Yeah.
And she talked him into putting his mask down.
She
so
put
she
your
can see
mask
his
down. I want
face.
to see a smile, so he did it. And that's there he is.
Stupid.
A woman taking you down, boys. A woman taking you down. I bet you a woman called the cops at McDonald's too. I bet you.
Oh, it was a woman. It was a woman that identified him because of his eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Well, I
wild.
hope she got the was it $10,000?
I think it was a bit more than was it 10 still?
It's 10.
Was
It was
more?
10.
Yeah.
Oh, so she
should
take the
have.
weekend off. She
Yeah.
went to work the weekend shift that week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she got it. I really do.
She probably needs to relocate, man. These people are nuts.
Yeah, true.
But so, yeah. I don't know, guys. A lot of stuff. What else? Anything else going on? You guys want to talk about? How about the drones? What about? Anybody want to comment on the drones?
All right, so I've had 2 drones in my life. I don't have either one of them now, but I have 2 drones, and both of them were, about this size.
Yeah, about the
I
size
thought
of a
that was
pizza or
decent
something,
size.
maybe.
Yeah, size of a pizza. Yeah. And I was working at the liquor store this past weekend, past Friday night, and a guy had said, "Man, I just moved down here from New Jersey, and where I moved from in New Jersey was where the drones were flying over." I said, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yeah." He's like, "Those drones were the size of an SUV." I said, "What?"
Yep.
He said,
Some
"Yeah,
of them.
they really were. They're the size of an SUV. They would like fill up a parking space."
Yeah, the news said they report they run like 60 miles an hour.
And some of the
Yeah.
people who witnessed it too,
crazy.
the reason they would look up is because they would hear something that sounds almost like a Harley Davidson or like an engine, and they would look up and they would see this thing flying. So it was like a pretty substantially big thing, flying up there, and that's what made them look up. So the size of an SUV sounds like a Harley Davidson, and
I had no idea.
And when something goes like this and then stops and goes back this way and like this, it's not a plane. Okay, planes go like this. They
Yeah.
can't stop and go backwards, and because if you see our leaders, they're all saying, well, there's no threat, but we don't know what they are. That doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, so why do you
If
think
you don't know what they are,
I'm just
our
gonna go ahead and
authorities
call
telling us
bullshit
that
on
there's
that.
no threat? Why do you think that
because
might
it's
be?
them. It's them, where they know what it is.
It's the government. It's the government.
We have NORAD. We have our airspace is covered. We know what's
Well,
flying
there was the
around.
balloon thing, like Hound Dog brought in the pre-podcast meeting.
They knew that was there too. They let it go.
Chinese
They let it go. Yeah. No, but they let that go. When the people looked up and said, "There's a fucking balloon," right?
Yeah.
And then they call, and then it just travels across. How many different excuses, guys? It started in Montana, right? Travel down. Oh, it's nothing. No, people are seeing things. It's not a balloon. Oh, well, it is a balloon, but we don't know whose it is. By the time it gets over to Myrtle Beach is when they shoot the damn thing down, right? Hound
Yeah.
Dog, right? Didn't they shoot
Oh,
it
yeah.
all down
Yeah.
by you
Yeah,
guys in South
yeah.
Carolina?
over the
I
water.
actually,
I think it was
Oh.
Reggie that shot it down.
No, he's
hey,
not
man,
on.
hey, watch this shit.
Hey, it's probably that balloon probably shaped like a turtle.
No,
Albino turtle.
Yeah,
not gonna say. Not gonna say.
Humper lands on a turtle.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
let that thing just go across.
Yeah, but
So- That's what
Reggie
it sounds like in
Hound Dog.
Jersey right now.
That makes me miss Gastonia so much.
I can open my window and hear it right here. Huh?
yeah. But when the Japanese, the Chinese spy balloon flew over, I saw the balloon. I actually saw it 10 minutes before he shot it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. And I came out, I was coming home, and I live on a dead end street. My neighbor was out in the middle of the road with a rifle with a scope. I swear to God he was. And I pulled up and said,
I played that
Sure.
gun prematurely, didn't I?
yeah. I said, "What you doing, man?" He said, "There's that fucking balloon." I said, "Really?"
yeah.
He said, "Yeah." And I turned around and looked and said, "Wow, some bitch if it ain't." He said, "You want to look at it through my scope?" "Yeah, let me have your rifle."
Get back to me, you sober up.
Yeah. But that was wild, though. He handed me his gun. I looked at it through the scope, and it was pretty wild.
See, your luck's like mine. He'd hand it to you. Yeah, let me take a look. As soon as you hand it to you, the cop pull up.
Yeah. Well, if it's Jake, I'm cool.
Yeah, but they can't say they don't know what it is. That's ridiculous. And at the
Yeah,
same
they're-
breath, say it's not
they're
a
being
danger.
very-
So if you don't know what it is, then you don't know it's not a danger.
They've been very laid back about it.
Yeah, and if they're that
Yeah.
big, they
Our
can have a
government.
payload of some kind on it, right, guys? They
Right.
could be carrying some kind of payload, some kind of explosive, some kind of gas. Who the hell knows, right? And I mean, they're not getting anything. And when you have congressmen, I think I told you this, guy. One of the congressmen, Drew from Jersey, said he heard from the higher ups in government that it was an Iranian deal. That's what he said, and it's a congressman. It's not like a wingnut on YouTube.
Yeah, but why would our government allow that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
invade our
Iranian.
airspace.
They allowed the Chinese balloon to go across the country. Why did they do that? That's confirmed. They shot it down after it did all its data collection.
Sounds like
over the
Reggie's
ocean.
neighbor shot it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or hound dogs. I'm sorry.
I think my thing is the only reason they would not care about it is if it was us, and it had something to do with us, like we were doing.
That makes
something,
sense,
some kind of op. I don't know. They didn't want people to know, or something was going on, like we talked about. Did we talk about it pre-podcast that there was talk about possibly a nuclear device was stuck into the
touch on
country?
that a little
about
bit.
that. I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, I saw that it was one of these guys on the video who said that he has information, and again, who the hell knows, right? These people online, but that a nuclear device they afraid was smuggled into the country, not flown in, but on land, by the way, and now those are our drones trying to sense. Do we? And again, it's above my pay grade, guys, to sense and try to locate the nuclear device through sensors, some kind of sensing. And they're just flying
Like
all
a
over,
grid search.
like a grid type of thing. Is that how that works? I don't know, but that's what this guy was saying online, and that would make sense in a couple ways because one, they think we're children and they can't tell us stuff because it'll send people into a panic, which is
That pisses
true.
me off.
That's a little bit true for some people, but not for you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if that is true, then maybe
Hey, what was that radio station long back, like in the 40s? They broadcast it was actually like a gimmick or a show broadcast about the War of the Worlds or something.
with Orson Welles.
And everybody believed it because they listened
they
to
did
it come off
believe
from work and they
Yeah.
thought
Oh,
it was for
really?
real.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that. Tell me about that. What happened?
Well, Orson Welles did a mock world invasion with aliens.
Oh,
And,
Yeah,
and
back
they
in
said
the
that up
40s.
front of the radio thing. Hey, that's what it was, but
Yeah,
people
this is
tuning in
a
halfway
disclaimer.
through.
This
They
is a
did a disclaimer?
dramatization. Yeah, they
okay.
give a disclaimer and everything, but people, I don't know if did they have radios in cars back in the 40s? Slow, did they have radios in cars?
See, that's
when
not
you was a
nice.
kid?
Why you gotta go there? Jake, don't laugh at that, brother.
But people said back then they had the radios that was the size of a damn TV nowadays,
Right.
and they would sit in front of the radio and listen to to the radio because the only form of entertainment they had.
Right.
But at the beginning of the show, they give this disclaimer: this is a dramatization. This is not real. This is not happening. This is just fiction.
Right.
Well, the people that didn't hear that disclaimer at the beginning of the show
They come halfway in.
come halfway in. It's like, oh my God, the aliens are invading us.
Yeah.
Holy
I knew
shit!
it. I knew it. I knew it.
Wow.
Where the hell is Rod Nader when you need him?
Yeah. One of them podcast boys is right all along.
You
Yeah.
can understand that because today, whenever they have a show they want you to know it's false, every commercial afterwards they'll start the show again saying the following is a dramatization,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, like that. So,
But
Yeah.
that War of the Worlds, if you can go back and listen to the original broadcast, which I've done before, it's fucking wild. That dude had
really?
a hell of a damn imagination.
Oh yeah.
wow,
Yep.
that's awesome.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
guess
yeah, who knows?
We'll
man?
figure this out. We'll figure this out. Eventually, it'll come out. But I did know one did crash. I saw it on the news. Might have lost power, I guess, battery power, whatever, and it crashed in a guy's backyard. And you saw a bunch of local law enforcement and other types of people around it, and then they just took it away. So
All
I
right,
don't
so
know whatever came of it.
So if one crashed in your backyard, what would
Right.
you do?
I'd be out there
Rod.
looking at that thing out there, trying to cram
Yep.
the lid off and see what's inside.
Yeah, I'd
I mean,
take
I
it in the
don't know.
house, man.
I'd be looking
Take
all
it
sorts of
apart.
shit. Yeah, if it was the size of an SUV, I'd just be out there just checking it out. Just trying to. I would,
So would you look
yeah.
for maybe a Sims card or something like that might be in it or may not be in it?
That's it. Maybe markings. See who it was made by. I mean, those things are going to have some kind of identification on it, right? Don't drones have identification? I never had one.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
the one that I had was a slow ride, and I started to have a business with drones at one time.
This is way back where drones were big. Not
and
people
popular.
didn't know about them, man. Like, and we thought, man, this is gonna be big one day. We need to capitalize on this. We just didn't do it.
But
okay.
I had a drone, and I actually had to register with the FAA so I can fly it in my around Gastonia.
Right.
But anyway, would you go out there and just kind of, if one crashed in your backyard, would you go out there and look at it, check it out, see if there's a SIMS card, see if there's any way that you can see what's data has been collected?
Yeah, what if that's covered under your insurance? Yeah, if the size of SUV crashes your backyard and takes out your pool or I guess you call Jake.
Yeah.
Jake, I need a record report done.
Come on down here, man.
Yeah, the Jake from State Farm.
There's a story at the sheriff's office similar to that about something crashing in someone's backyard. I'll get to it a little bit later if you want.
Well, and
really?
I can hear the jokes at the sheriff's office. Hey, man, the toilet's clogged up. Get Jake. He's got water rescue.
He's water rescue certified now.
Yeah.
He's water rescue certified. Go in and get him.
So that means he can dive that into a toilet.
Oh, yeah, Jake. You see
Fish your
that
ass
turd?
out.
While it's flushed.
Yeah,
That makes it swift water.
That's exactly right.
yeah, go with your story, brother. Let's hear it, Jake.
Yep.
I've been a deputy for about, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years at this point, so I'm still new at it. And for those of you, again, Harnett County is near Fayetteville, Fort Bragg area, and we had some of Fort Bragg's property in our county, base housing, drop zones, etc. Middle of the day shift, nothing's really going on. Dispatcher comes on the radio, says, hey, I think they said a Jeep just fell into a guy's backyard, and that's all they told us. We're like, he's fucking crazy. He's on drugs, whatever.
That'd be cool.
A Jeep. Okay.
So we ease over there. We're not rushing, and we get halfway there. The dispatcher goes, hey, Fort Bragg is looking for that Jeep. Like, oh, okay.
That makes sense.
I've got the pictures somewhere. And I'll send them to Reggie. I don't know if I've showed them, but we get to this guy. It was a trailer park, and it was a miracle it didn't hit the trailer. Someone dropped a Humvee out of a C-17.
Holy shit.
And it landed in someone's backyard and took out 50, 60 trees on the way down.
Oh, now, did it parachute down or just like the...
Oh, it parachuted
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
The parachute were laying over the house.
Oh,
That's how close he got to the house.
A C-17. That's one of those big military,
Yep.
big planes, right?
Yep.
Things that the back opens up. You drive the damn truck up into it.
It's a huge plane.
Holy
So
shit.
this Humvee was on some sort of mount that rolled out of the back of it,
Yeah.
and they prematurely rolled it out. And
Prematurely.
another thing
He
we
said
found out.
prematurely.
He did.
You prematurely
trailer
came
park,
out.
of all places.
Yeah, we know that. That happens from time to time.
There's 12-year-old Rod coming out.
So
Exactly right. There goes
We
our
get-
ratings.
in the backyard, apparently they had put two dummies in the front seat of this Humvee, and now these
shit.
dummies were in the backyard, and
Oh.
it took us a minute to figure it out. We just thought it was two people.
people having to gunpoint?
Yep, and well, it got better. We finally get up to the Humvee in the woods, and I see that there's these crates under it, and I said, I've seen these crates before in the military, and these crates were artillery fuses. So,
Oh, shit.
and we saw that the packing had crushed on them, so we started evacuating the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And eventually a bunch of colonels and higher ups came out there and like, no, it's
You what?
it's dummy. Yeah. They were like, we need to cover this up, and about the time the news started showing up, flying helicopters over, it ended up on the news. So I'm sure someone got their ass chewed that day.
Yeah, this one I meant
But
to hit.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn.
Man, that is funny.
That's unbelievable. SUV just dropping in your backyard.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So, if it drops in your backyard, does that make it yours? Because possession, not this is law. This is my yard.
I mean, you can try
You could shoot
with that situation. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm sure
y'all
somebody
gotta
with guns are coming.
Y'all
Yeah.
gotta get the hell out of my yard because that's mine. It came in my yard. It's mine.
Talk about get off my lawn. Get
I asked to get a Lord to fix my car. And this happened.
And he gave me another one.
Yeah.
Those things still hit the ground pretty hard, even with a parachute, don't they?
Oh yeah.
They still hit pretty hard. I think I've seen some military equipment drop like that, right?
Yeah, it had when that Humvee was set up, that one, they had 2 or 3 parachutes attached to it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I mean, it still fell hard enough to take out 10, 20 trees.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So I guess they got paid for the trees they got taken out. Maybe.
Maybe.
And they're
Didn't,
pink flamingos.
I would've.
Didn't follow with it that far.
I say, well,
well.
that's like $20,000 a tree. You took out 40 trees. Hey, pay me up.
Yeah. So I guess it was an accident. It was an accident, right?
Oh yeah, it was definitely
like
an
some-
accident.
So those what are they? C-17s, or you said something like that?
Yeah, it was C-17. Is
Don't
what they told us. We didn't see it drop out, but that's
Isn't
what
the
they
door-
told us it was.
Isn't the door supposed to be up on that thing? So did it come crashing through the damn door, you think? Or was the door open by accident and just fell out?
So there was a couple drop zones near that area.
Right.
Um,
Might have misdropped or something.
yeah, either they let it out too late or I think it probably too soon.
I got you.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Well, I see we got about 4 or 5 minutes left, guys. I got a feel-good story. If you want to hear from me, it's a feel-good story. You want to hear it?
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Not really. It's just straightforward. You know how I am. Texas prosecutor seeks death penalty for migrants accused of a 12-year-old little girl's rape and murder.
I've seen
How
that.
about-
2 cats, right?
How
2
about
guys.
Texas?
Yeah, that is-
How about Texas?
Good.
My point is death penalty. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
absolutely.
talking about.
Yeah, let's
the
let's not wait 10 years to kill them either. Let's kill them right,
Right.
as soon as they
Yeah.
find out if they're guilty.
Right, that last one that was done, the migrant, the real popular one. I forget the victim's name. They didn't go for the death penalty because the lady didn't believe in it. The prosecutor didn't believe in it, so she gave life in prison.
The girl in Georgia. Went
Georgia,
to the
right,
University
right,
of
right.
I
Georgia.
should be up to the judge, not the prosecutor.
Lincoln
Yeah, Lincoln Riley.
Riley.
Yep.
Yeah, so he gets life, right, on our dime. But Texas said, nope, we're going to go for it. So they're going for the death penalty on these 2, and you know they're going to get it. So that makes my fucking day.
Man, they should put that on TV too.
Yeah, and it should be a month from the date of conviction.
You know, I'm a firm believer in that. If it was up to me, you'd get it'd go
One
straight to
appeal.
an appellate court.
Sure.
Make
Okay.
sure everything was done right. Make sure the the T's are crossed, I's are dotted. And then if they say
6
it was
months.
done right,
6 months.
take them
Okay.
out and kill them.
That's
Yeah.
right. Because that's the deterrent. Because how many times someone's going to, if you're thinking about committing a crime, you say, if I get caught, I'll be dead in 6 months, or I probably won't be dead for 15, 20 years.
Oh,
if,
yeah.
If I don't get it appealed
Each
and I get it down to
death
life.
row inmate costs the taxpayers $10,000 a year to keep them on death row.
Absolutely.
Each one.
Yep. So say what you want about Texas, man, but I just like that they try to do justice the way justice should be done.
Yeah, no, I
eye
agree.
for an eye type shit. I like that.
Yeah.
I agree.
I like that.
I do too.
And this little girl, I don't know if you remember, she was 12. They lured her from a store. She walked to the store to get a soda or something.
Oh, yeah.
Lured her, took her under a bridge, and for 2 hours they just tortured and sexually tortured her
yeah.
and stuff, and then strangled her and killed her. Just left her like a piece of trash. It was unbelievable, dude. And they're from Venezuela. They're part of that, possibly part of that trend. They are that murdering gang.
whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones taking over apartment complexes in Colorado
Did you say it's
Yeah.
a feel good story? Is that what you said?
because they're getting a death.
It's
Yeah,
death
definitely.
penalty.
Yeah, because they're getting a death. That's a feel good story for me. Yeah,
that's the feel
I
good
didn't,
part.
I didn't stutter. That's what the fuck I said. Damn right.
We missed you that one weekend, that 1 week, right?
No, there was not a single curse word on it. I was disappointed in you guys. You could have just dropped
No,
one
I,
F-bomb.
I said one F-bomb.
The Hound Dog did right off the game. All right, guys,
there
with
you go.
that, we're at that part of the podcast. Jake, what is at the end of the podcast to give you opportunity to give you any shout outs, man, that you want to give a shout out to, any of that boys, whatever you want to do. The mic's yours if you want to do any of that. Let's put you on the spot.
No shout outs I can think of at the moment.
Yeah, we
Oh, you
blindsided
suck,
with it.
man. You really fucking suck.
Hey, you're the one who brought him in.
Yeah, probably too,
Yeah.
Jake. Talk about what a great
Damn,
chief
so that
you
means I
have.
suck even worse.
You should have prepared him.
Now think,
man.
that's Hound Dog's only friend.
Yeah.
The only one.
No, I'll give a shout out to the Rooster again. That's a club in here in Gastonia, right there by the Peter Wheeler downtown Main Street, right across from the post office. Good drinks, a lot of bands, a lot of live acts, and I want to keep downtown Gastonia rocking and keep the businesses, because they come and they go and they come and they go, and you can't just really get it just hopping. And I'd like to get it just nice little nightlife down there, you know.
It's always been like that, though, man.
I know.
They need to get rid of the bail bondsmen and the
That
attorneys
one on the
off
corners.
get them off Main Avenue.
Yeah. They got some nice condos down there now, and they're building apartments, so there's foot traffic. And if they could just get get some nice restaurants and bars and whatever down there, it might not be a bad place, you know. And they got that open container thing now down there, like a social district, where some of the businesses are participating. You could take your drink from the bar you're at, as long as you put it in one of those special cups, and you walk into another one or whatever. So you don't have to,
really?
You don't have to kill your drink. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's that, bar crawler or something like that?
It's called a social district type thing, and not all the businesses are participating, but some of them are. I don't know how they enforce it police wise, but yeah. So
good deal. Jake, thanks for being on the podcast, man. If you like
Well,
it,
thanks
what
for
you've
having me.
seen and heard, tell all you. Well, Hound Dog's your only friend, but tell Hound Dog later.
Sorry.
Tell all you peace, man. Please like what they hear. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and that notification bell. We need the love, man. We're growing. We appreciate the love, and everything's going great.
And nice to meet you, Jake. It was good talking
Yeah,
to you.
appreciate
See
you
y'all.
being here, man. And again, Jake, don't go anywhere after the podcast.
All right.
I've got a shout out I want to give, but you always cut me off quick.
He already played the music.
All right, turn it off. Go ahead.
Hey, I like to give a shout out to our new producer when we find one, because we're gonna replace Slow Ride. But this last Friday we had to put our dog Trooper down,
Oh, that's
and
right.
he.
The trooper.
My wife Bobby, she really took it hard, and I just want to give a shout out to Bobby, and I love you and love Trooper. Miss my little man.
Oh yeah.
But-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's sad,
it.
man. But you say that like she watches this podcast.
She does. I make her.
Yeah. He runs that house
Anyway.
with an iron fist. Mm-hmm.
As always, let's drink about it. Drink responsibly. And this has been a Studio 77
Yes,
production.
sir. If you will, also support your PTSD guys, man. If you have problems, either places to call, places to go, man, call one of us. We'll talk to you.
Absolutely.
Jake, thanks again, brother.
Thanks,
See you,
Jake.
Jake. Take care.
Thank you.
You mean it's over? Well, shit.